Week 1. What is theology? And why does it matter? What does it mean to study God? And why should I bother? Zoe was 9 years old and had lots of questions. At school, she asked questions about science and math. At home, she asked questions about why things worked the way they did. And lately, she had been asking questions about God. One Sunday, her teacher said a word Zoe had never heard before. Theology, her teacher said. What is that? Zoe asked. It is the study of God. It means asking questions about who God is, what He is like, and what He has done. Zoe liked that idea. She already had a whole list of God questions stored up inside her head. Questions about why the world was broken, about whether God actually heard prayers, about what happened after people died. So, asking questions about God is a good thing, she said. One of the best things you can do, her teacher said. Questions are how we grow, and God is big enough to handle every one of yours. Zoe pulled out her notebook and started writing them down. Theology is just a big word for knowing God. The word theology comes from two Greek words. Theos means God. Logos means word or study. Together, they mean the study of God. You might think theology is only for grown-ups or people who have been to college, but that is not true. Every person who asks questions about God is already doing theology. You have probably been doing it for years without knowing what to call it. Jesus said, the most important thing anyone can do is love God with their whole heart, soul, mind, and strength. Mark 12:30. Loving God well begins with knowing Him well. Theology is how we get to know Him. Asking questions is a good thing. Some people worry that asking hard questions about God means they do not have enough faith. But the Bible disagrees. Proverbs 2, verses 4 and 5 says that if we search for wisdom like hidden treasure, we will find the knowledge of God. Searching requires questions. You cannot find a hidden treasure without looking for it. The disciples asked Jesus questions constantly. The Psalms are full of honest questions directed straight at God. Asking is not doubt. It is how we grow. Why it matters. Knowing who God actually is changes everything about how we live. If we think of God as an angry rule keeper, we will be afraid of Him. If we think of Him as a distant force, we will not bother with Him. If we know Him as He actually is, a personal, loving, powerful God who is completely trustworthy, everything changes. Theology is not just information. It is the beginning of a relationship with the most important person in the universe. Key verses. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. Mark 12:30. If you look for it as for silver, and search for it as for hidden treasure, then you will find the knowledge of God. Proverbs 2, verses 4 and 5.